Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to another episode of Lainy's Escape, where no concern is too small. Feeling better with greatness is truly the focus, but reality is a must. Welcome, stay tuned, we will be right back. So today, we're going to be looking at a new series. Yes, we would have shared some of the things that keeps me going. How about you? What have you been up to? What keeps you going? Let me know. And if you would like me to interview you on one of these episodes, let me know. You can do so by connecting with me on either the Survey Monkey or my number is there. You can send me a WhatsApp or call me. Okay? So today we are going to be continuing my journey, which speaks to my testimonies.
So, continuing my story, grade 2 at the hospital.
My principal took me to the hospital, people, and I think I was treated initially, not the clinic, that clinic part before you go in to see the actual doctor and so on. They would have cleaned up the cuts and put a little gauze and so on over it to stop the bleeding. But based on the type of injury, after seeing the doctor, he wanted to admit me. And there was this little girl. Yes, me. You hear me. I screamed down the place, not down here, not down here, not on his head, not down here. Yes, that was Lainy screaming.
And I must interject to say, and running through the people them hospital with the nurses running behind me until I reached the security post outside.
And I was so blessed to have had my Sunday school teacher passing by and seeing this crowd that I called on. And she looked in and saw it was me and she intervened and she said, I know her. What is wrong with her? What is happening? And so they explained to her what had happened and the fact that I was screaming that my head off that I was not alone. So she said, okay, do you really have to keep her? And they said, well, if she is not kept, then she will have to come every day for us to monitor the cut and to see whether or not she has any concussion or anything like that. So my Sunday school teacher gladly said, okay, send her home with me. I am her Sunday school teacher. I'll take her home. I have to pass where she lives. And her mom is my church sister, and we all go to the same church. She is my Sunday school class member. And so, yes, in those days, there wasn't a lot of kidnapping and all of that. So, they felt it safe that they could send me home with her. Of course, I hugged her around the foot long ago, so they realized it was really somebody I knew. So they allowed me to go with her. On my way home, there was my mother. I didn't know at the time, but she passed me while I was on my way home in a vehicle. She was on her way to the hospital with her big suitcase well packed for me to stay in the hospital. I was gone home. So now, when she got back home after the whole reaching to the hospital and hearing that I was sent home, she came back home and she, sat with me and she said, cuddled and told me, You know, I would have come to look for you and all of that, but this girl didn't want to hear that. This girl want to go home. She didn't want to hear that you will come to look for her. So yes, I went home. So that was that story. Every morning I had to be going. My eldest sister had to be taking me because my parents had to go to work. So my eldest sister had to take me to the hospital to get dressed and get back home before she was able to go about her business. Yes. So that was my second testimony. The devil rose again. Yes. And so life continued. At about probably about age 9 or 10, no, I wasn't 10 yet. I was preparing for exams, common entrance at the time. And my mom was on a bus going, she went out and was heading back home. So she was on a bus from the central town to our connecting town. And she heard two ladies discussing me. Now this is, I am a child, basically a baby going to primary school. And she heard two ladies discussing me. Oh, you mean the retarded one? Yes, that's how I was being addressed. That's how I was being described. And my mom sat in the vehicle. She didn't say anything. She did not let them realize that she was on the bus. And she sat and listened to everything they had to say about me. Apparently, I think it was when I just passed my exam, so I would have been 10. I did not reach 11 as yet because I passed my exam on the first try based on the year and the month that I was born. And so my mom listened them and listened and breathed and sighed. And when one of the ladies was coming off, she recognized my mom, and all she could say, "Oh, you did email?" Yes, that was her response to acknowledging that my mom was on the bus. And the other lady put her hands over her mouth, but my mom did not argue with them. But yes, that was another attack on my personality, attack on me from the evil one, trying to describe me as a retarded child. Yes, as much as I've gotten hit over the head with that concrete, I was quite sane and still am. Never been mad in my life. Yes, I went through depression, but the Lord held me and kept me in my right mind. Yeah, so that was my third attack in life. I will be sharing the others as we go along. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you for liking this video, for sharing, subscribing to my channel so that YouTube will also share my videos and that others will be able to join so that this community can grow. Bless you, love you, peace, walk good. Be intentional in recording your testimonies this week. Bless you.